You can see we're here in the Virginia This Morning kitchen, here with the creator of RawGirlToxicWorld.com, Esosa E. Esosa is a health advocate who shares advice from everything from fitness to food and is back with us today to make us breakfast. Good morning, Esosa.
Good morning. It's great to be here.
Good to see you and welcome back. And gluten-free, vegan, so no animal products in this.
No animal products.
What's the good stuff that's in it?
Well, there's bananas in it. We're using brown rice flour, which is gluten-free. A lot of people have sensitivities to gluten. Some people have celiac disease. It causes indigestion or other problems. So gluten-free flour is a great way to just have a very guilt-free breakfast.
I'm fairly new to this whole vegan thing, and gluten-free, obviously. So you can cook without milk or eggs or regular flour.
Yes.
And it's possible.
We're going to do that right now.
We're going to do it.
Yep.
And we're starting with one of the things that has become like the magic in the kitchen is coconut oil.
Coconut oil is amazing for you. And one of the reasons why it's so good is that most oils turn rancid and this oil doesn't. So it can handle very high temperatures, and so it's not going to make you break out. You know, a lot of people deal with acne and all these other problems with their skin. It's not going to make you break out or anything. Coconut oil is just lovely for you.
And you can tan with it afterwards.
Yeah.
Do you want me to mash these
I would love you to mash the bananas. So we have bananas, flour. What I do to make this really simple is I always have the wet ingredients and the dry ingredients.
Okay.
So we're going to put all these dry ingredients here. We got cinnamon. You can stick that in there.
I'm going in here?
You're going in.
Okay. There we go.
Then baking soda.
Baking soda's next.
Baking powder.
Okay. Powder and soda. Okay.
And then salt. Just a little bit of salt.
That is a little
it's
teeny
like
bit
it's like
of
a quarter of a teaspoon of salt.
So are the sodas doing what the eggs would do, like the leavening and bringing it all together, or what?
Yes, that helps it all rise. Because when you don't have eggs and all that stuff, it helps. But with muffins, it's pretty easy to make them vegan without. So this is the liquid. So this is maple syrup. I actually use maple syrup and agave.
So that's just maple syrup. It's obviously organic.
Yes.
It comes right out of a tree.
Yes.
Okay.
And this is helping to sweeten it. And then I'm also going to use some apple cider. This recipe you can use apple juice or apple cider. I like apple cider because it
time of year for it too.
Yeah, it's a great time of year for it. It has that extra spice in there.
And it's probably going to be a lot fresher too.
Yeah. Yes. And then we're going to put a little vanilla extract. Just going to put like 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract in there.
You got your little top still on there.
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go.
Now, how did you come up with this recipe, Esosa?
Well, my dad loves sweets. And I love to trick him and get him to try those
healthy sweets.
Yeah. And so this was a great way. He loves banana bread and banana muffins, stuff like that. So this was a great way to do that. And you know, if you give this to someone, they will have no idea.
And I was going to ask, the coconut oil, does it taste like coconut?
It doesn't really.
It has a very slight,
it's a very
coconut
mild
if you use a lot of it.
So we have the liquids, we have the dry.
Yeah.
I'm putting the coconut oil into the
No, it's
liquid.
fairly warm at this point,
and then we're
right?
going to take the baking pan over there.
Oh, okay.
And what I like to do is I like just to leave a little bit and coat the pan.
Oh.
And just, you know, kill a couple birds with one stone. And then you can use that napkin right there just to.
Thank you, Bill.
Yeah, there we go. And that'll make sure that the muffins actually come out. So we got the liquid.
Which is important.
We got the dry. We got our bananas. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to leave these here to toast. So walnuts. It's kind of nice when they're a little crispy. So I just leave them here and I'll let them toast.
And toasting it really enhances the nutty flavor, doesn't it?
It does. So it just goes really well with all these flavors because we got the apple, the cinnamon, all that. So we're going to take the liquid and we're going to just pour it into the dry.
Now, because this is kind of a quick muffin, is this one of those you don't really want to overbeat the mixture?
Well, you definitely want to make sure there are no lumps in it. But yeah, don't go too crazy.
Yeah.
You wouldn't put this in a blender.
Well, this is since it's gluten-free, you don't have that problem that you have with normal, because when you overbeat the gluten, that's when it starts to get really like
glutinous.
Glue. Yeah.
Exactly. And with this as well, because I know a lot of people are dealing with nowadays. So many people have diabetes and sugar sensitivities. So you can also just do this and remove the maple syrup, and you could use the ripe bananas as mostly the sweetener, just to take out some of that sugar. And you'll still have a really good muffin.
And it's funny too how your palate adjusts when you use less sugar, less salt, things like that.
It really does. Okay, so now we can fold in these bananas. I'm just gonna stick it. You did a really good job mashing those.
Thank you.
I need
got
you in my
experience.
kitchen mashing.
Yeah.
Like mine do not look like
She's
this.
the master masher.
You're just gonna fold the bananas in, and then we're gonna
Now,
stick
do you
them.
use sugar in anything, or you try to just stay away from it?
I don't do refined sugar, so I really try to stay away from it. The most I will do is honey. There's a lot of really great low glycemic sugars for people who have issues with sugar or dealing with you know, pre-diabetic or any of that stuff, like stevia. Coconut palm sugar is really wonderful. So we just toasted these a little bit, and then we're gonna stick them right in.
Yeah, we want to make sure we don't burn those.
Yes,
like
because when you burn it, it's the worst.
I'm going to take that off the heat.
So it was pretty quick, right, guys? I mean, it's not too bad. All right, so we got it all in there, and then we're just gonna stick them.
Just fill them into
Fill
the
them
cups.
into the
and,
tin. We have a spoon over
oh,
there.
there you go.
You want to do it?
Oh man, she trusts me to do this.
Should I be
All right,
afraid?
we got a minute left, so yeah, you should be afraid.
And these are going to bake for how long?
So 20 to 25 minutes. I usually stop mine.
Now, do we fill these all the way up to the top, or
Yeah, so
because
it's
they're going
good
to
to-
rise, right?
Yeah, so right there is good, or you
Okay.
could leave a little space.
Just
Yeah, leave a little-
Yeah,
for
and
it to
this
grow.
will make about usually about 8 muffins, 8 to 9 muffins max. If you double it, you can get 12 muffins out of it.
And
if you
a little
double the
extra,
recipe.
right?
Yeah,
Oh, this is
doing
perfect.
And I bet they're delicious, so we'll need extra.
they're really good.
Yeah.
And do we do the toothpick test on these? Will that work on
That
this?
will work on these.
So that you put the toothpick in,
But
and if
20 minutes, I find that they're basically done. So if you just want them a little bit more golden brown, then just let them stay for another.
Well, this
like,
is
few minutes.
really easy.
I know, and
Pretty
this is the
easy.
finished product here. They're
Pretty easy,
absolutely
no dairy.
beautiful.
No dairy necessary, and really great because a lot of people don't actually know they have gluten sensitivity, and they do, because sometimes if you're eating a lot of wheat and stuff, you'll feel fatigue or you feel bloating. That means that you might have a sensitivity to gluten.
I didn't mess it up.
Well,
No, you didn't.
and this is good for anybody, whether it's you want gluten-free or not.
And it's great for kids because you can have your kids mashing up the
You
banana.
saw I did well. You kid would do that. All right, the
I just
taste
wanna try
test
it.
comes. They're nice and moist.
That is delicious.
They look beautiful.
Very
Well,
good.
you'll find this recipe on our show website by early this afternoon. Just go to WTVR.com/VTM. And thank you, Isosa.
You're welcome.
I
Thank you
don't
so
even
much.
see
miss
you
all the
soon.
stuff that's missing in there. It's really good.